in a race course that is unkind and unfair, but at least you were in control of how you were going to finish your season. And so there's challenges, right? So there's the 3-hour time difference, and I think the first year that we went out there, our race was at 7 a.m. and that was very hard. So, if there's one thing that we do well when we go to Philly is that we at least know how to prepare ourselves to be there. And, since we already row at 5 o'clock in the morning, it's not quite such a stretch for us as it is for other teams. The equipment is probably more challenging. I think last year we rented a boat for $1,000 and it was a clunker. So, I think we're just looking at the pros and cons of, how do we get the equipment that we need.
What are you going to have to do at Dad Vales to solidify a qualifying position for that national championship?
We'd really have to close the gap with UCSD. So UCO was the number 1 seed out of our region, and UC San Diego was 1 second off of them. And in our missteps out on the race course, we probably lost a good 2 to 3 seconds. So we have to find that 3 or 4 seconds between now and then. And if you just look at our stroke rating alone, that stroke rating over the course of 2,000 meters, it cost us. Actually, that's the bittersweet. If we had hit the stroke rating that we were supposed to hit for that piece, we would have probably been in front of Seattle Pacific, vying with Western Washington. So I think closing the gap on San Diego, it's direct results from head-to-head racing, and going forward, nobody's going to see UC San Diego but us. And they're second ranked in our region. I know that Western Washington and University of Central Oklahoma will be racing the weekend of Dad Vales, and then I also know that Seattle Pacific will be going to University of Central Oklahoma, and Barry University will be there out of the South region on May 18th. And I think Western Washington and Seattle Pacific face off this weekend at the Husky Invite. So they're all racing themselves again, but they'll be using the times off of UC San Diego as a crew that's ranked number 2 in the region, and I guess the only thing that could change the rankings, of course, is if Seattle Pacific and Western Washington beat UCO. And I think I had heard that UCO may have felt confident in their lead in their varsity 8, and that they may have made their 4 a lot faster, and therefore the next fastest 4 was like 20 seconds behind, right? So we can only expect their 8 to get faster. And so I mean we'll all be, if you look at the coaches poll right now, I think in the top 6 programs in the United States, 5 of those programs are in the West. We know that there will be 1 crew from each region that qualifies to go to the national championship. So in the South region, that's FIT, Florida Institute of Technology. They won that opportunity on Friday. With Western and Seattle Pacific racing UCO again, I guess there could be a pretty major upset there. And then out of the East region, you look at your top 2 programs, Mercyhurst and Jefferson, they're all ranked below every single crew in the West region. And the maximum number of people that can come out of the West is 4. That's why this weekend was really hard, because we had an opportunity to finish in front of our competitors, and we missed the opportunity just on, the franticness of missing your race plan and when to call that sprint. And I know the coxswain is devastated by it, but you got to keep fighting.
That's all I got.
Oh, God.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.